Oh wow, that was terrible. I should not have done that. That was like a bad idea. I'm gonna heal Wazzy up in case you decide to do something. Like an S-craft. Yeah, that did more than Divine Crusade. What the heck? I don't want Tio to get that crit. I do not want Tio to have that. We still have a Zerum Powder, which we could save for the final boss if we need it. Well, they didn't let me... That sucks. Because the S-Break thing doesn't go away for a while. They didn't let me S-Break. Before Tio, that is. That's lame. It's fine, we got you really low. Do another Spark Dime. It's cracked? No? Kind of surprised, not gonna lie. I think I win because I have 2 S-Caps at the ready. Although I don't know how much Akashic Arm will do. Although Lucifer Wing does like 3,000. Yeah, 3,600 is good. Power Billiards! It's literally pool balls, oh my word. It's literally billiards. This might... Yeah, he's doing this again. Would live this. Probably Wazzy too, honestly. Risha and Ellie a bit of a toss-up. Oh, everyone had the guard, right, because Tio's protection thing, so yeah, we're fine. Dragon Claws. And then I think Lord finishes here. If not, then I'll just use Wazzies. Yeah. Lloyd getting the finish is fitting. Thank goodness that wasn't as annoying as the Sigmund fight. I didn't even need the retry lower difficulty option. Hey, level 112. 2 Zerum Powders. We're gonna save those for the final boss. We now have a total of 3. Each and every one of you, you've all become so strong. That's because we always had to look up to you for inspiration. Arios. That's right, without you waiting at the summit, I don't know if we'd have climbed this far. I feel the same way. You were always the barrier you were measured up against, the standard we strove to meet. Spare me. I don't deserve that kind of praise now of all times. The person who shot my brother that day wasn't you, was it? It was Mr. Grimwood. I'm not like I would normally be like, Lloyd, what the heck? Why would you assume this? But like it's freaking obvious. No freaking way. What makes you think that? A simple process of elimination. Given the murder's circumstances, the only remaining suspects other than Mr. Grimwood are Dieter and Maribel. But Dieter didn't know the brother plan, and Maribel doesn't have any prior connection to my brother. Mr. Grimwood, though, he and Guy knew each other very well. You said so yourself. Man, Lloyd with his master detective skills. Oh yeah, you know, I knew it the whole time. Maribel was plotting something Rishia's yin, etc. That process of elimination, dude. Plus, his work often takes him abroad, as with any occupation tied to its law. It's no surprise he knew how to use a handgun for self-defense. What do you have to say? The reasoning isn't without its flaws, but I suppose I have to give credit where it's due. Lloyd just took a guess. I mean, like, it's a freaking obvious guess, knowing Mr. Grimwood and that story. And Hey Arius, looks to me like the two of us are at our limits. Why don't we call it a tie for now? Don't be ridiculous. Both of us know full well that I can't let you leave. If you plan on attending your wedding next month, you'll have to strike me down for good. Come on, what do you take me for? If I did that, how would you and Shizuku ever make it to our big day? Don't worry, I haven't told anyone about this project of yours yet. I thought about getting Dudley to lend me a hand, but the guy plays things by the book too much, you know. I haven't even let Sergei in on it. Wild, huh? Don't you realize that you're giving me more reason to kill you? And who are you kidding? You're not enough of a rat for a move like that. I wouldn't have come here on my own if I thought you were. Come on, man, why don't we call this whole thing off and grab us some drinks? We haven't had a good conversation in what, 2 years now? You can listen to me brag all about Lloyd and my beautiful bride-to-be. You never changed, do you? Your brother? He's already 15, isn't he? Yep, kid's real bright now. Nothing at all like me. I'm thinking of sending him to some fancy-schmancy school somewhere. Anyway, where to? It's raining and Garante's probably the closest. And there we go. What a shock! Mr. Grimwood. So you were the puppet master all along. Forgive me, Guy. I thought about inviting you too, considering what happened to your parents. But in the end, I knew you would never have approved. Mr. Grimwood. Got me there. With you at the helm, maybe that project will work out after all. Eventually, someone's bound to take my place. Yes, I imagine so. Guy, stay with me. Oh, damn it all. Lloyd, Cecile, if only I'd seen this coming. Can't blame you, Guy. No one saw Grimwood being the villain coming. It's lame. Guy, how horrible. Damn, that's cold. Thank you for recounting my brother's final moments. I don't deserve your thanks. Mr. Grimwood isn't going to be easy for you to get through, too. To say nothing of Kia, her determination is firm. It's going to take everything you have to change their minds. Final boss, maybe? By final boss, I mean like the final few fights. Point of no return is what I should have said. Finally, I could stand as tall as my brother once did. Thank you, everyone. I never would have been able to get this far without you. The hell are you talking about? It was because of you that we were able to finally overcome the barrier that Arios presented us. Furthermore, doing so dispelled the mystery surrounding Guy's death. Exactly, we simply wanted to support you, just as we always have. Though unfortunately, I think our greatest trial is still ahead of us. Agreed. Maribel, Mr. Grimwood, and Kia are all waiting for us. Yeah, it's gotta be the end. The final seal should have been released. Let's head on back to the Holy Precincts and check it out. He's unconscious, but his life isn't in any danger from what I can tell. Man though, that was one hell of a fight. It didn't even matter that he was outnumbered. He certainly lives up to his title. He was honestly easier than Sigmund. I'd like to bring Arios back to the Merkaba, knowing how worried Shizuku is about him. Maribel and Grimwood are waiting for us though. I feel bad, but there will be time to come back once everything's over. Right, let's be off. Alright, let's finish the game. We're like almost 3 hours in stream. The seal blocking the elevator has been lifted. Taking it up should lead us straight to Kia. Yep, no doubt about it. We managed to beat Arios, but we still have Maribel to contend with. There's no telling what she's capable of. Let's return to the Merkaba and make our final preparations. We can't afford to fail. We're taking Kia back no matter the cost. Right. Just remember, this will be our last chance to take care of any unfinished business we have elsewhere. Okay, perfect. That's my cue. Let me rest with this. Actually, no, the Merkaba should give me CP, so we'll go to the Merkaba one last time. I don't think we need to worry about rounds, because I doubt Wazi, Ellie, and anyone's dialogue will change after fighting Arios. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I doubt it, though. And we're playing as Lloyd, so obviously we can't do anything with Lloyd. Either way, I just want to go heal and then wrap things up. I also don't really need items because we didn't really use too many during Arios' fight. Bum bum bum. We're on level 112. I hope I'm not under-leveled. If it is just straight to Kia. Or Kia, like Maribel, Grimwood, and Kia. I guess we'll see. Although, if I have trouble, I'll just use the retry lower difficulty option. Alright, well, hit me up with a save? March 25th. I'm gonna get this game done right before April. Just a few more steps and we'll find Kia, and with her, the truth. It's time to steal our resolve and solve this case once and for all. Was that Osborne? Was that Osborne for a second? I think it was. What is this? Are these projections of scenes happening on Crossbow right now? Nah, not just that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm seeing bits of the past mixed in there too. Fragments of reality. Could all these be casual nexuses across the entirety of space-time? I wouldn't rule anything out at this point. Subterranean of Zero, and its final form, the Azure Tree. Hey, it's Kia. I remember that. I remember all of this. What the? That was from when we infiltrated the Sun Fort. But why were Estelle and Joshua not with us? And... something the matter? Sounds as though you had some kind of vision just now. Yeah, but only for a second. I think I'm starting to understand what Kia's power truly is. This looks just like Ys 8. This is heavily reminding me of Ys 8. Road to the farthest end, like the battlefield where you fight the final boss, like the true final boss. Well, I'd say we talked ourselves out by now. Come on, Lloyd, let's get to stepping. Right. Oh, here we are, and they got an Orbit station. Although I already did the healing, so talking to this was pointless. Let me double look at my quartz thing. I think we're fine, though. Also, equipment, maybe. Equipment's actually what I really want to look at. You're fine with these. You're fine with these. That's why Ellie dodges so much. She has the 15% evasion boost. Yeah, as long as we prevent Deplo, I think that's fine. There's like no better weapons to equip, so I think we're good. Here we go to the Azure Tree. Wrapping up the crossbow duology. At long last. You're here. Mr. Grimwood looks so stupid with like the glasses shine on his face. Oh, glad you could join us. Welcome to the farthest reaches of our world, the crossroads of casualty. And there she is. That last line probably changes depending on who you have. Thank goodness, we thought we'd lost you. You okay in there, Kido? Honestly, do you have any idea how worried we were? I'm sorry. I've been keeping things a secret from you this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for lying to you. Stop! You have nothing to apologize for. None of that matters to us as long as you're safe. Every kiddo keeps secrets from their parents, don't they? You're not any different. The real blame lies with the ones who use that to take advantage of you. Well, Mr. Grimwood, what do you have to say for yourselves? Your anger is justified. Maya always knew you were hiding a pair of claws. But despite what you may think, we're only following Kia's wishes to the letter. Isn't that right, Kia? None of that rings true. I never heard such a bold-faced lie, and you say it so confidently. Come on, Kido, how about you hop on out of there so we can talk this thing out? Yes, we're overdue for a family meeting. Thanks, everyone. And I can't actually leave this spot, so... Kia, but why? It has something to do with your powers as a Sectarian, doesn't it? Well, go ahead, Kia. Tell them what they asked to hear. Tell Lloyd and the rest of the SSS how you've been doing this for their sakes at the very start. From the very start. What do you mean? Unlike the lost Sectarian in Mirage, Kia has the ability to manipulate time and space as a Sectarian of Zero. The power of Mirage allows her to alter causation and perception when joined with the ability to govern space-time. Kia is able to weave the very threads of reality. Weave reality? In what sense? Could you explain to us without the poetrics, maybe? Acquiring this ability has been the goal of the Azure Zero project from the outset. To weave the threads of reality is to manipulate the laws of casualty, thus reconstructing the world as we know it. The hell? Reconstructing the world? Every event that shaped our reality is linked to one another via a network of causes and effects. Tampering with that system would, in theory, allow you to change past, present, and future. Well done, Tia. I figured you would understand. It's akin to having administrator privileges on the Orbital Network, the rights and access to alter anything you so desire. One could even exchange a world laden with strife for one apiece. For instance, by taking this reality in which Crossbow is at the oppressive mercy of Erebonian and Calvard, and replacing it with one where Crossbow reigns over the two of them instead. While only a theory, it's certainly possible. How can that be? Even Adios herself could have pulled something like that off. Alright, enough of this already. If you're gonna bullshit us, at least make it convincing. It's just too far-fetched to believe. Is that what you think? How can you say that when you yourselves owe your lives to that very power? Oh, our lives? You don't mean that vision we had. Are you saying that when we infiltrated the sub-fort, we... Please find me. I found you. My oh my, I take it everything came flooding back just now, didn't it, Lloyd? Reality has already been altered once, albeit only slightly. If it hadn't, the four of you would have died at the hands of Joachim Gwenter after he went berserk in a fit of a demonic rage. Excuse me? You gotta be shitting me. In the first timeline, you guys never became such good friends with Estelle and Joshua, or with that Ren girl. So that night, the four of you went in alone, and Ren never came to help. Upon finding out, Kia embraced her powers as Sectarian and rewrote the casualty of the past. Are you saying that when what we saw in the beginning of the game, I guess something like that is what you're referring to? Like we saw you got like a glimpse of the Sun Fort, and then you got like the Find Me or whatever? One ripple after another, you were led to help the Angel of Slaughter confront her trauma. That in turn brought you closer together with those two Liberty Embracers, causing them to lend you their aid that night. Consequently, at that original moment, you all should have died. The Angel of Slaughter instead came to your rescue. There's no way. I hate to say it, but her story does add up. Truth is often stranger than fiction. I can understand your surprise. And yet there's still so much more to the power of the Sectarian of Zero possesses. Avoiding your tragedies was only just the beginning. The Azure Tree. Divine in nature, it's able to amplify Kia's powers and link her to the world itself through the Septian veins. Doing so will allow her to not only prevent needless death, but modify reality the way Mr. Grimwood described. This tree is capable of that much? Holy crap, you can't just make this shit up anymore. I would make it the same as the original primal ground. Isn't it wonderful? Imagine the possibilities with such power at our disposal. There will be nothing left to fear. No sorrow, no tragedy, we can grant happiness to the entire world. Ah, Maruki. You play Persona 5 Royal. Mankind can be liberated from the shackles of uncertainty, free to live in the pursuit of the greater good. Such potential will be akin to alchemy's greatest kept secret, Ars Magna. Belle, you can't be serious. This is stupid. I don't know if I like this. I'm very mixed on this. I'm not sure if I like this.